All right, race fans, welcome to the Speedway Spotlight. Sitting here with the pilot of the 38 Barry Wright race car, Mr. Chase Washington out of Hulk, Mississippi. Got to say it with a drawl, he told me. Chase, you guys are up here at Malden. Early season success. You guys have 5 wins. Just talk us through the 2012 season and the early success you guys have had.
It's been real good so far this season. We didn't get to race as much as we wanted to last year. We spent some time in the shop, back on the drawing board this year, and we come out with a win the first night out at Malden Speedway over Jeremy Shaw, and it's just seemed to click from there. We've been in the top 5 a bunch, and we've been over to Green Valley Speedway and ran 8th over there. I was pretty pleased with that. To go over there and run top 10 with those guys, they're pretty stout local bunch also, and it's been one heck of a year so far, and I hope it continues to be like it.
Now, you mentioned the fact that you're running against some tough weekly guys. You got McDuffie over there in Mississippi. You got Cooley, Jeremy Shaw, Shannon Lee. I mean, that's almost like running a touring race when you show up for a weekly show. Talk to us about the Magnolia show. We got video of the Magnolia show, and you guys swapped the lead with Cooley, and then Shaw came in there. Are those some of your favorite guys to race with? And then when you come to these touring shows, what's the experience of racing with those guys versus these guys? It can't be much different.
Oh yeah, racing with those guys, it's always fun. You know, they race you real clean every time you unload with them at the racetrack, and they're fun people to be around, and fun to joke around with and everything, and they race you real clean. And it's the same thing with these national touring guys. You know, they come out and do this every weekend, and it's fun to race with them also. I'd like to thank my crew chief, Joel Murphy. He puts a lot of hours in his shop every week to come out here and help us run good. I'd like to thank Greg Sawmill, Gillespie Performance Products and Racing Fuels, Jerry Emmon Racing and his wife, Miss Sheila, Indian Ridge Lumber Products, Hoosier Racing Tires, and Barry Wright Race Cars, and Jeremy Shaw, Hook 'em Horns.
All right, race fans, welcome back into the Speedway Spotlight. Sitting here with the Chester, South Carolina 114 pilot, rocket chassis, Mr. Chris Cantrell. Chris, you guys have been with us since East Bay, and boy, did you take you a ride down at East Bay. Tell us a little bit about that tumble you guys took down there.
Well, the night started off okay. We set second fast time, and the inside wasn't a place to be in the heat race, and I ended up 3rd in the heat. And we started to feature 10th and got a pretty good start, and was going down the back stretch, and I'd moved up to about 4th or 5th, and I was passing a guy getting into 3rd, and he kind of got into the back of me, and it kind of just made a lazy spin, and they all stacked into me, and it didn't end up too lazy. It ended up on the top, and you know, it was just one of those deals.
Well, we mentioned that you're from Chester, South Carolina, so tell some of the people that from out here further west, where we're at here in Missouri today, but who you are and where your racing exploits started, and what your plans are for the rest of the season here.
We started racing, I guess it was about 04, 05. We started running modified 4-cylinders. We ran Toyotas, around the house within a couple hours of home, at several different racetracks, Cherokee Speedway in Gaffney, South Carolina, and Carolina Speedway in Gastonia, North Carolina, Sugar Creek Raceway, in Union, South Carolina. It's closed down now. I-77 Speedway in Chester. The dirt track at Charlotte, they ran us up there a few times. But we started out running, like I say, modified 4s, and we've been running crates since about 07 or 08. And we plan on following the whole Neesmith thing the rest of the year, and then, just filling races in here and there as the Neesmith schedule allows.
Now, you mentioned that you're going to finish the series with us, and what's it like to have a point series to run? I mean, much has been said about the economy, about what it costs to run a program, run up and down the road, diesel bills. I mean, the crate series, is it keeping you in racing? Is it fulfilling the touring part of what you want in your career?
Yeah, I would say it does. Mike Vaughn and his guys has got a good deal. We do get to travel to a bunch of different racetracks. I mean, this was a pretty good haul up here, about 650, 660 miles. But most of them's within 6 or 8 hours of home. We have been very blessed in our business that we we've got a good enough business that we are able to travel up and down the road, but yet with the way this deal works, it's mostly like Thursday, Friday, Saturday stuff, so we still, have time to be home and take care of our business. I'd like to thank God for keeping us safe as we do travel and as we do race, and I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Ray and Edie Cantrell, for all the support that they, mostly financial, but all the support that they give, and I'd like to thank Mike Bertell, my crew chief, Charles Bell, he's my truck driver and my parts runner, and I got a long-time crew member that's out right now with. He's been out all year and most of the latter part of last year with colon cancer, Chucky Douglas, and he's coming along pretty good. I talked to him several times a week, and he's wanting to be back. But I just want to say that we're praying for him and hoping he gets back. And I just thank Mike Vaughn for what they've done. Canco, they're my main sponsor. That's our business, and VP Race Fuels, R2C Performance Filters, Rocket Chassis, KPR, Kenny Pettijohn Racing in Georgetown, Delaware. He helps us out a lot. Burt Transmissions, Big A's Custom Graphics. I know I'm from getting somebody, but flagtoflag.net. Jason Atkins, he works real hard for us, and he's a good guy, and I'd like to thank him for what he does. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I just thank them all.
Okay, welcome to Malden Speedway. This is May the 4th on Friday evening. We've got the Neat Smith Late Model Touring Series here, plus our other classes. We're looking forward to it. This is the first time that the Touring Series has been at Malden Speedway, and it's always a pleasure to work with Neat Smith Touring Series. These guys are good to work with, and we've enjoyed that. My name's Phil Santie. My wife and I, Judy, own Malden Speedway. The Speedway is about 14 years old, and it's about a 3/8 mile track, and it's on clay. It's about 17-degree pitch on the turns and about 300-foot straightaways, 75-foot wide. We've had 2 races so far this year. We had a Boot Hill 200, had about 1,600 people here, close to over 120 cars, and we raced another couple of weeks, and then we got rained out and everything else, but it's been going well for us. We want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us, and as you can see them in the back, there's one that's First State Community Bank is located someplace else. So we thank the sponsors, and I thank my wife, and we thank all the support. We have about 45 people to help us out here on Friday nights, and they're all mostly volunteers, so without them we couldn't do anything. So we want to thank you all very much. We want to thank God for everything we have, and we're looking forward to a good night of racing. Thank you.